everyone, so this week I'm going to talk about the Tsum Tsums that I picked up from the Finding Nemo collection. If that sounds familiar, it's because it's the second Finding Nemo collection launch. It's just now like the B characters, the ones that are basically not Nemo or Dory or any of those characters. It's kind of the Tank Gang and mainly the Tank Gang and a couple of other ones. So I'm going to talk through which ones I got. I have to say this was a quite uneventful Tsum Tsum Tuesday in terms of getting the Tsum Tsums. Getting to the shops, however, was a completely different story. And we actually filmed a vlog of our trip to Blue Water and all the issues that came with that. So let's just say an hour to 2 hour journey took 8 hours, I think, altogether. So you can go check that out. I'll leave a little card at the top if you can see it to see that, because it is amusing to look back at now, not so much at the time. Anyway, I was able to pick up a few, so I'm going to show them to you now. Now, I've actually started to be quite restrained in the ones that I pick up. I'm being a lot more picky and only really going for the ones that I actually really want. So in this collection, it definitely wasn't all of them. They released a Dory bag, which had Dory in it, and I think do I want to say Mr. Ray? Was Mr. Ray in it? It definitely had Dory. Or was it Destiny? And then Dory's parents. Anyway, it was a lot of blue, and I just didn't really like it. I didn't think it was that great, and I usually really like the bag, so that was a bit of a shame. And when it actually came to getting the Finding Nemo collection, there was only really 3 that stood out to me, so I'll show you which ones they were. I think I'm going to go from like least favourite to favourite, build up to the best one. So the first one I picked up was a character whose name I do not know. I'm pretty sure this is the really cute octopus baby character that's in Nemo's class, I think. Can't remember her name though. But it's a little cute pink octopus. And even if I don't remember her name, I think she's really cute as a little octopus. And I don't know, it just really called to me as a cute character, because I'm always on board with that. Some of them don't work. This one works, and I just think because she's so simple, it just looks adorable. I can't quite remember. I always seem to question myself whenever we sit down and do these videos. There's something about sitting in front of a camera and putting your opinions on the internet where you definitely 100% always second guess everything that you've ever known to be true, or everything that you're ever not really that sure of. So I'm not sure. She's really cute, even if I don't remember who she is. I know I recognise her in the film, so that counts. I'm going to say that counts. The next character, which I think was a really good choice, because there's a lot of things you could do with this character. It's quite detailed, and that's Darla. She is the fish killer in the first film, if you haven't seen it. I mean, it's been out for a long time now, so you probably should have seen it. She basically shakes bags of fishies until they die, and I really liked her in the film, and I really like they've given her the full set of braces. And I think this is a really good person Tsum Tsum, because you know how much I hate them. I really like this one. I think they did a great job of just making her look really menacing, even though she's a child. So, well done for that. It took me a while to get this one, because most of the ones in the store had something dodgy going on, the glue and the plaits were really obvious, or it didn't seem very good quality. I mean, I think this is the best of the bunch that I could find, but I don't think there's any problems with her. No, she seems pretty good, so I'm happy with that one. That is a person character I'm quite happy with. The final one that I picked up from the Finding Nemo collection is definitely one of my favourite characters from the film. I don't know how well he translated into a Tsum Tsum, but I kind of like it, and that's Bruce. I think they've made a more cartoon version of him, because they haven't been able to really capture all the detail in his face. But I really like it. I'm obsessed with sharks. I love sharks, but I hate sharks. I love the idea of sharks, and I find them really interesting. But if I watch them on TV, I generally get quite scared. I don't know. I have a big sea phobia, but I actually really like all the creatures in the sea, which is kind of weird. But anyway, I'm really happy I got him. Apparently they're bringing out a medium version, but they didn't bring him out last month with the Moana. They had a medium there, which I will show you in a minute because I picked it up afterwards. And yeah, so I don't know how he'll look. I think he might look better as a medium, so I'll be interesting to see what that looks like when it actually eventually comes out. I've seen pictures of it online, so I know it's a thing. It just hasn't been released in the UK yet. So the other characters you could have got were like some other Tank Gang ones. I know there was Squirt from like the turtle. There was Finn, who looked quite menacing with the cut through his face. He just looked really creepy. And who else was there? There was a couple other ones that was like, oh, there was Flo, and I think, and Nigel. I just wasn't as keen on those ones, so I'm really happy with the 3 that I got. And, you know, I've thought about it. If I buy less each month, I can buy more overall, right? I'll have more room, because I'm kind of really running out of space at the moment. Which brings me on to my next kind of Tsum Tsum collection that I want to talk about today. We've actually been filming an advent calendar opening of all the Tsum Tsums that I bought in the advent calendar. So I got, basically, if you haven't seen it last month, the big Tsum Tsum advent calendar where you open it every day, and there's another really cute little Tsum Tsum behind the door. And they're starting to stack up now. I mean, we're on day 8, and they're kind of, I've already got 8 from it. But I wanted to quickly talk about a couple of my favourite ones that I've pulled out so far. The first one I want to talk about actually came out on day 1, and that was Christmas Oswald. And he has a wreath around his head, and it is so soft and fluffy. I really like the design. I think it worked really, really well as a Tsum Tsum. I'm just so happy. I think this is, I mean, I don't know what else is coming, but I think this is going to be my absolutely favourite out of all of them. So that is super cool. He's amazing. I actually might stick him in my tree, because I think he would fit quite well in there. So that's where he'll probably end up once I've kind of opened them all. Oh, he's so fluffy. And the other one that I really liked so far is Christmas Baymax. I love Baymax, and this one has a Christmas hat on, and he's like wrapped himself in lights, and I can just imagine he got really confused and like tried to touch one and then accidentally wrapped himself up in it, and he was like, oh no. Oh, I love Baymax so much. So I'm really happy with the theming of these two. I think they're really cool, and I just really like the idea of this collection to have all these different characters that are coming out with really cool theming on them, which I love. I'm so happy that I got that calendar, and I can't wait to open the rest of them. There is one more Tsum Tsum I actually got, which kind of links into the Moana collection last month, but he actually got released a little bit later. So I picked him up as soon as I saw him on the website. Actually, I picked him up when they had a sale. They had the Black Friday sale where they were doing 20% off everything. So I was able to grab him then, and I'll just get him to show you. I haven't seen Moana yet, so I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce this guy's name. I think it's Pua or Lethal Piggle, as I just decided to name him. And it's the pig from Moana. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that I'm already obsessed with this pig, even though I haven't seen the film. Like, there's a large plush of it in the Disney store, and I really need it. Like, I can't stop thinking about it, so it might end up on my Christmas list, just because I can just imagine all the cuddles that we can have on Christmas Day. He is the cutest pig, and he's medium-sized. I am a little bit annoyed that they didn't release this on the same day as the rest of them. I think it literally came out like 2 days later, so I had to pay for postage twice, which, come on, Disney Store, that's a little bit annoying. 2 days between it, I can't imagine. I just don't know. I don't know. I was annoyed. I've got him, and I'm so happy with him. I can't wait to see Moana. I'm hopefully going to go see it in the cinema soon, and I know him and Hey Hey are going to be so cute. I love it when Disney put like little fairy sidekicks into things, and I already love him so much. So he's going to live with me on the sofa, and we're just going to have all the best cuddles. So he is the final one that I picked up this month. So they are all the ones I picked up. Next release is a Star Wars release, which I'm never usually on board of. However, so if you go onto the Disney Store at the moment and see the pictures of the next collection, there is a bag that I need. Like, I saw it and I was like, that is amazing. It was a long time since I've seen the original Star Wars, or I actually don't even know what film this is from. It's on Hoth, which is, actually if you saw our Disney vlogs, we've got a Hoth poster. And it's, I'm assuming it's the animal that Luke cuts open to get into to sleep because he's cold. That's the thing, isn't it?
Tauntaun, yes.
Tauntaun. It's the Tauntaun, and you open him up and Luke's inside, but they're in Tsum Tsum form. And I was like, I need that. Like, that's just hilarious. That is the best use of a Tsum Tsum bag I've ever seen. So I'm not bothered about the other Tsum Tsums. I need that bag. And actually, at some point, I think that's going to be a great present for one of our friends who I know would just love that. So I might have to pick up 2 of those. I can't wait. That's going to be the end of the month. Actually, that's going to be literally just before Christmas. Brilliant. Wonder how the postage and delivery is going to go with that, because it's on the Thursday and Christmas is the weekend. So we'll see. Or I might just end up going to a store, because the stock's actually been pretty good for the last 2 releases. So thank you for watching, and I'll probably actually see you now again in January. And I probably won't film a video just on that bag, but I'll probably chuck it in with whatever else I pick up with the next launch. So hope you have a lovely Christmas, if I don't see you with any more Tsum Tsum videos before then. And see you later. Bye! Happy holidays everyone, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and check out one of our videos on screen now recommended just for you.